Started. Okay, here we go.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this gathering. As we meet here in this place, as we meet online, I welcome you all. You're all an important part of our community and of this circle, so welcome. My name is Chris. My pronouns are he, him. And as we gather this morning, wherever we happen to be gathering, here or at home, we recognize that we come with something seeking in our hearts. And that doesn't mean that we have been here only a short time or a long time. No matter how long we've been at this thing called life, we're all seeking wisdom, we're all seeking community, and we're all seeking a way to express our best and highest humanity. And so as we call ourselves seekers, it means that we are ever learning and ever seeking that learning. So when we come, we also recognize that we need to do this together. That seeking wisdom by ourselves is okay, but seeking it together in community is necessary for us to rehearse all the ways we wish to live, to speak about, to talk about, to share our experiences, and to know that doing this together is easier than doing it alone. And so we come to this place to do all that and more, and we welcome you wherever you are. The candle is on this side. We will light our community candle this morning. Knowing that this light connects us to things past, present, and future. It connects us to each other. It connects us to our community, whether folks are here or not, whether they're online or not, whether they're in this town or across the world. We are connected by something special, by something sacred. And it also connects us to all that have gone before and all that will come after. This light of the universe that connects us all and keeps us in place. And so, with that, our candle is lit. It's a focal point for us. Anytime our mind wanders, anytime our attention wanes, we're called to the candle, to let that be our center and to let it focus our attention and our intentions.
Hello, good morning. My name is Lucy McCann, and I'm your gathering companion this morning. We celebrate our community's commitment to diversity. Here at SSUC, we're all welcome to be who we are and who we're becoming. Let's speak our affirmations this morning for ourselves and for each other. We welcome and affirm all sizes, all ages, all colors, all cultures, all genders, all sexualities, all abilities, all learning styles and neurotypes, all religions or none, all people. Welcome to community.
Hello, Ruth Stewart Berger, she, her, and I would like to acknowledge that we are standing on Treaty 6 land. On Thursday, the 14th, I was down at City Hall, where the celebration, the ceremony, more of a ceremony than a celebration in some ways, for the Moose Hide campaign, was filled with young people. It was a ceremony of hope, of looking forward to a time when we can all walk together, all people, all genders, or none. It was filled with young children dancing There was the kids doing the Métis jigging and the jingle dress. And of course, there was the young guy, he was just shorter than me, doing the chicken dance. And they stood together and they affirmed each other. And we all stood. We all walked up onto those marble steps on the hall. And we affirmed that we would walk together and that we would do our part to reduce violence in our lives, in our city, in our country, on Treaty 6 land. And the speakers spoke of how they drew strength from the land and how it is our responsibility to give back to that land.
This is a time for sharing the life and the work of our community and things that are coming up, things we need to know about. If you've got something to share, please come forward and be prepared to do that. I want to share with you some gratitude for all the ways that you support this community. If you are on pre-authorized remittance and your money comes out of your bank account to us, thank you so much for that. If you drop an envelope in the box at the back, thank you for that. If you give your time and your energy, your talent, and offer what you have in terms of your gifts and your time, thank you. All of these ways are so appreciated, and they help us do what we need to do together. Just one other thing from me. Every year, we prepare a lunch one Sunday a year, along with a partner congregation somewhere in the city, to be served at the Inner City Pastoral Ministry downtown Edmonton. Our week is coming up this week, and the shopping has been prepared. What we create for folks downtown are bagged lunches, and we've done the shopping, and we need a number of people to come and assemble lunch bags with us. We hope to do that Saturday afternoon. If you can do that, contact the office, sign your name on a sheet that's out there in the foyer, and we need probably, I would say, 5 or 6 folks that can assemble those lunches and prepare them for folks downtown that will be served this Sunday. Okay.
Thank you. Well, you all know who I am, and you know why I'm here. So the 30th is coming up real quick, and I still need cashiers. I don't know what's wrong with you people. It's an easy job. You're sitting down, you're taking money. I mean, what's hard about that? So the sign-up sheet is still back there. Saturday is the big day. I'm also looking for one person who would be willing to extend the right hand of fellowship to people coming in the east door, welcoming them, and showing them sort of where to go, how to get here, how to spend their money. It would just be for the afternoon. I already have a fabulous individual who's taking the morning shift. So please come and see me after the service and we can talk more about details. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tracy, pronouns she and her. And I don't know if you've seen in the messenger, but we've started chair yoga. We do 10 a.m. on Mondays, except this Monday because of the holiday, and 12 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's very nice. Manjeet is wonderful, our instructor, and she's certified. So I know some of you have been out, but I would like to remind you that everybody is welcome, even people, friends of yours, neighbors. It is very gentle for everybody, but still gives you a good stretch. And Dara is setting up chairs by himself. So if there's any volunteers that want to help Dara do setup and tear down, that would be wonderful. So remember, no yoga this Monday, but Wednesday at noon, if you have some time, want to come out and do some stretching.
Good morning, Marg Hetherington, she, her pronouns. I'm just delighted to tell you that 35 of us are able to attend the Operation Friendship Seniors Gala a week Monday. And that's to sort of symbolize for all of us our long-standing relationship with the seniors of Operation Friendship programming. And let's see what else to say. Ticket sales are closed, so that's a finality to that part. And Ainsley has prepared a sign-up sheet in the foyer for those who might offer rides and those who need rides, because we really want to do some carpooling. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, I'm Pam Boudelier, and Wes and I are walking next Saturday in the Sash Bear Walk. There is a link in the newsletter, so to go to the website if you would like to donate or sponsor us, that would be fabulous, but it's for mental health. And so that's all I have to say. Just a reminder, it's there.
I'm back. The Indigenous board game was designed by a man from Manitoulin Island, Anishinaabe, and he is now living and working in BC. The information that is gained from this is absolutely amazing. It has, the back has something that you read, and then you can discuss with the people at the table or simply move to the next round. I invite you to come. There's no talent needed. Patience sometimes, but no talent. And definitely stay for the potluck supper, breakfast, lunch.
Margaret Powell, wave your arm. There she is. We're celebrating Marg's 90th birthday this week, and we want to celebrate Margaret by sharing in a piece of cake. Now, where else do you have not only the opportunity but the permission to have cake and then stay for lunch? So have a piece of cake. Whether you're staying or not, have a piece of cake, celebrate Margaret, and then we'll carry on with our day. We look forward to honoring you, Margaret. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you.
No, sorry. Okay. I just want to say I've journeyed with this community for 56 years. Carol and Ray have beat me, though, haven't you? You've been here longer. But it's been a wonderful journey, and I'm so grateful to the people that I've walked with. And now I want to cry, so thank you for being here.
Well, shall we have some time for all ages? Let's do that. Let's have some time on the carpet. Anyone who wants to join me here? Let's have a story. Or in the front row. That's okay too. Look, here comes Janet. All right. It's time for all ages, so whether you're 95 or 90 or 3 or somewhere in the middle, this is for you. It's a book called All the World. And I'm reading this book, and I just want to offer an invitation before we read this book. I want you to listen and see what you notice. You always see what you notice, of course, but who is here in this book? What's happening? How is everything connected? We're going to come back to some of those questions. All the World by Liz Garton Scanlon. Rock, stone, pebble, sand. Body, shoulder, arm, hand. A moat to dig, a shell to keep. All the world is wide and deep. Hive, bee, wings, hum, husk, cob, corn, yum. Tomato blossom, fruit so red. All the world's a garden bed. Tree trunk, branch, crown, climbing up and sitting down. Morning sun becomes noon blue. All the world is old and new. Road, street, track, path, ship, boat, wooden raft. Nest, bird, feather, fly, all the world has got its sky. Slip, trip, stumble, fall. Tip the bucket, spill it all. Better luck another day. All the world goes round this way. Table, bowl, cup, spoon, hungry tummy, supper's soon. Butter, flour, big black pot. All the world is cold and hot. Spreading shadows, setting sun. Crickets, curtains, day is done. A fire takes away the chill. All the world can hold quite still. Nanas, papas, cousins, kin, piano, harp, and violin. Babies passed from neck to knee. All the world is you and me. Everything you hear, smell, see, all the world is everything. Everything is you and me. Hope and peace and love and trust. All the world is all of us. All right. Just kind of a little poetic book there. I'm going to ask this, of course, for everyone. What did you notice in this story that caught your attention? What one page or one word or one picture, what caught your attention? The awareness.
Everything was nearly outside in my feelings.
Felt outside, yeah. The pictures were beautiful. Nice.
There was one person at the end of a dock staying very still.
Oh, one person at the end of a dock staying very still. Yeah.
All.
The word all.
Harmony.
All on every page. Harmony. Yeah. Did you see people connected in this story in ways that you hadn't thought of before? Were there connections that were being made in this story? Did you notice any?
Yes, they felt part of everything.
Oh, they felt part of everything. Yes. One that really stuck out to me was a page that started slip, trip, stumble, fall, tip the bucket, spill it all, better luck another day. It's not the plan that these folks had for their day, but they all worked and stayed together anyway. Oh, I just rhymed it. I'm in the zone. I want us to ponder, last question, what is one small way that we all could show care for someone or show our connection for something this week? What is one small way we can show our connection to all? Did you say smile? Beautiful. Talk to your neighbors.
Plant my garden.
Plant your garden. Good. I hope you don't get the slip fall page. Well, there are lots of ways. And whether the day goes the way we want it, or whether we get rain, or whether we get a group together passing babies from neck to knee, or a quiet night that is peaceful. May we feel a connection to all in everything we do. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We are going to sing a song. And this song is going to lead our way either to Kids Spirit, no youth space today, or to what we experience next together in this room. We'll show our humanity with love. Let's sing.
This is a reading from Luke chapter 10, verses 25 through 37. A lawyer asked Jesus, "When you say that we should love our neighbor as ourselves, who is my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus told a story. A traveler was walking along a road when they were attacked, robbed, and left wounded at the side of the road. A priest came down that road. Seeing the wounded, he passed on the other side. So too, a temple servant came along, and when he saw the person in need, he also passed on the other side. But a Samaritan, a stranger to the land, came near. When he saw the wounded person, he was moved with compassion. He went to them, tended their wounds, and lifted them onto his own animal. He brought them to a place of shelter and cared for them. He gave all the money he had to ensure their continued care and said, "Take care of this person, and whatever more is needed, I will return and provide." When he had finished the story, Jesus asked a question. Who became a neighbor to the one who was wounded? The lawyer said, "The one who showed him mercy." Jesus responded, "Go and do likewise." In the words inherited from the Jesus tradition, may we find wisdom for our living.
A second reading comes from the work entitled Active Hope by Joanna Macy and Chris Johnstone. The biggest gift you can give is to be absolutely present. And when you're worrying about whether you're hopeful or hopeless, or pessimistic or optimistic, who cares? The main thing is that you're showing up, that you're here, and that you're finding ever more capacity to love this world, because it will not be healed without that. That was what is going to unleash our intelligence and our ingenuity and our solidarity for the healing of our world. With active hope, there is a readiness to discover the strengths in ourselves and in others. A readiness to discover the reason for hope and the occasions for love. A readiness to discover the size and strength of our hearts, our quickness of mind, our steadiness of purpose, our own authority, our love for life, the liveliness of our curiosity, the unsuspected deep well of patience and diligence, the keenness of our senses, and the capacity to lead. None of these can be discovered in an armchair or without risk. The biggest gift you can give is to be absolutely present. In the words of these contemporary writers, may we find wisdom for our living.
I just wanted to mention that Tenkai and I decided to play this as a tribute to Nancy and Dawn, who had this at their wedding. And I bumped into them by accident in a restaurant in Qualicum Beach, and they walked in while I was having dinner. So I told them we'd play this. So there it is.
Welcome to the continuation of our series on Stardust, the wisdom from the universe. Some wisdom, not all of it, certainly. But today, I want to share with us a quiet truth written into the fabric of the universe, one we rarely stop to consider. And it's this: on the largest scales that we can measure as human people, the expanding universe has no center. There is no center of the universe. The science behind it is based in the very beginnings of our universe that we call the Big Bang, and I want to share a small video with you to share a little bit more of the thinking and the science behind a universe with no center to it.
So as an astrophysicist, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, if the universe is expanding, where is the center? But the universe doesn't have a center. And it's quite difficult to wrap your head around that fact, especially when you try and picture the universe starting in a big bang, ever since which space has been expanding to give us the universe that we see today. And the problem comes with trying to picture it in the first place, right? The human brain can't picture something like the Big Bang, but when it does, it pictures it as an explosion. But an explosion is sort of the exact opposite of what the Big Bang was. It's actually very poorly named because the Big Bang was neither big nor a bang. So in a typical explosion, material and energy will radiate outwards from that very central point where the explosion occurred in space. And that's the key thing here. And a typical explosion is an explosion in space at a specific location, whereas the Big Bang was more of an explosion of space. Space itself was created in the Big Bang. The entire universe was. So pinpointing location in space when space didn't exist yet is not something we can do. The Big Bang happened in the entire universe at the same time. At the beginning, the universe was a lot smaller and has expanded outwards since then. So the Big Bang happened everywhere. So point at any place in space. Here, the Big Bang happened here. Here, the Big Bang happened here. That point next to you, right there. Yeah, just above your ear. Yeah, the Big Bang happened right there too.
If you want enjoyable videos and to go down some rabbit holes, Dr. Becky is the way to go, let me tell you. Because space is always expanding, not from one place, but from every place, and in every direction, there's no preferred point that can claim this is where it all truly began. This is the center, or this is the edge, for that matter. The laws that shape the stars, the galaxies, and light apply everywhere equally. Hydrogen behaves like hydrogen there and here. Gravity does not choose favorites. The same patterns unfold across unimaginable distances. We live in a boundless universe structured without hierarchy at its deepest level. And into that universe we're born. We who so often build hierarchies, who rank and divide, who center some lives and push others to the margins, we who create systems in which dignity is unevenly distributed, as if worth could somehow be concentrated in a few places rather than shared in all places. But the universe tells a different story. It tells us that there is no natural center that privileges one life or one place over another. No cosmic justification for domination of any kind. No deeper law that says one group matters more. Instead, it offers a quieter, more challenging vision, a vision where every point matters because no point is inherently greater or worse. A vision where meaning is not given by position, but created in relationship. The universe teaches us the wisdom that meaning is not given by position, but created in relationship. Into that vision, we heard a story today, a story about a road, a story about a wounded person lying at the edge of that road, left exposed, invisible, vulnerable. Others came by. The first was someone respected, someone formed by tradition and responsibility. They saw what happened. They understood the situation, and yet for reasons we might recognize, fear, urgency, uncertainty, the boundaries of the role they were playing and living, they passed by that person. A second one followed, also aware of the situation, also seeing the same suffering, and they too passed by, staying within what felt like safe, known, required places. And the wounded one remained, still there, still waiting. And then someone else came along, a stranger, one not expected to be part of this story in any way, one whose experience, identity, or place in the social world might have kept them at the margins, a foreigner, but someone willing to see, willing to move, willing to cross the distance that others maintained. They made a move to help, and something shifted. In this simple but so often told story of the Good Samaritan, the location of center shifts. The place of authority shifts. The place of moral expectations shift. And none of those things rest with status or role, which the two passers-by had in abundance. None of that rested with belonging to the right group. Instead, the center of this meaning not only shifts and moves, it vanishes. Instead, the possibilities as living as a neighbor appear wherever compassion is lived. In other words, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what role you play. It doesn't matter your place of privilege or not. The possibilities of living as a neighbor appear wherever compassion is lived. The place of ethical living appears whenever there's recognition that no life stands alone. I like this little picture on the screen right now because in some ways it models what we think the Big Bang is versus what the Big Bang really is. The Big Bang isn't this source from which everything blows up and then expands from. The Big Bang is the appearance of space itself, at which time everything expands from everywhere. living as a neighbor, I'm suggesting, is very akin to decentralizing our way of thinking about life. It's recognizing that no life stands alone. In a world where we often imagine that we stand at the center of what matters, this story invites us to step differently, to loosen our grip on the idea that our perspective is the only or full story. To recognize that every life we pass is part of the same unfolding story. To see that care is not something that we should expect to get extended from a place of authority or privilege, but something that arises between us, every one of us. And so the invitation remains to notice who lies at the edge of the road, to question the lines that tell us who belongs at the center, to cross the spaces that keep us separate, to live as though each life is part of the same vast web of belonging. Remembering the words of Macy and Johnstone here are helpful. Macy and Johnstone, in their reading, in their excerpt from their book, reminds us that the question is not whether we're hopeful or hopeless, or whether we're optimistic or pessimistic, but whether we're present, whether we're showing up. I don't know about you, but sometimes you make those schedules on your those things on your calendar, and they seem really great when it's 3 months away, and then you get closer and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. Those are the hardest things to show up for. When we have no energy for it, when we think, why did I agree to this? And I'm grateful in those moments. Well, sometimes we're allowed to just say, I'm not feeling very well. But most of the time, when our higher selves don't make that phone call, I can take some solace in quotes like this, showing up consistently, not perfectly, but consistently. I may not be myself, but I'm going to be there. I may not be my best, but I'll show up. The work of healing won't happen without our presence, they remind us, without our willingness to risk loving this world enough to act, which really does take us out of abstraction, doesn't it? Out of the world of ideas, out of the safe distance of intention, and brings us back to something very simple and demanding. Where are we? What are we doing? And are we willing to cross the space to meet someone where they are? We're being cut out of our illusions here, I think, relieved of our illusion that justice lives somewhere else, somewhere central, somewhere official, somewhere beyond us. You know, someone just ought to fill in the blank. In a boundless universe with no center, that illusion doesn't hold. Justice doesn't flow from a single point outward. It emerges whenever someone is willing to act in a relationship, where someone is willing to see another creature, be they human or otherwise, see them as sibling rather than other, as part of the same shared life. And as someone, whose body is changing, who's now in their 50s, I appreciate the wisdom that we're all expanding together. We see, we move, we care, we show up. And in so doing, we discover something that could not have been found otherwise. We find our own capacity, our strength, the strength of our compassion and the reach of our responsibility and the depth of our connectedness. This list that Macy and Johnstone give us of what we find when we do that compassion. This kind of living, though, isn't comfortable, and it does carry risk, like they say. We can't do it from our armchairs, and I'm like, darn it, why not? It asks us to move beyond what's familiar and to cross boundaries that others may leave intact, to make lunch for folks in the inner city, to learn about Indigenous wisdom and truth, to build relationships with those with different life experiences than us, to trust that something meaningful can happen when we show up, even when we don't feel like it. We can encourage one another to do this. From this place, we can help each other act because we're all in the same boat. We are all in this expanding universe together, not perfectly, not heroically, but concretely, to notice, to step closer, to offer what we can, to allow ourselves to be changed by what we encounter. Please, if we think of this community as anything, I hear folks talk in such glowing terms about, this community and all that it does and the beauty of it and all of that jazz. But if we are anything, we are co-stumblers with each other. We rehearse the kind of life and world we want to create with each other. And when I say rehearse, I mean that. When you rehearse, it's not perfect. You try new things in rehearsal. And that's the great thing about being in community, is that we have the grace, the forgiveness for each other when we fall flat, because some things in rehearsal don't work. And then we learn from it and we try something else. But there's one thing for sure. It's that attitude is to say, we will keep trying, because we will not look to places of authority or places of a center to do it for us. We will not get justice from the governments we elect. We will get justice because we work for justice. We and others and all of us together. In a universe with no center, no one stands above, no one stands outside, no one stands below. Each of us is somewhere within the web of relationship, and life invites us to show up and step closer and work to make that a reality. That's the work of justice. It should be an exciting prospect to think that justice isn't just something that begins somewhere else and eventually reaches us. It happens whenever we live the vision of the cosmos, that we are one in this boundless universe. And amazing things happen in all the spaces in between, where care is lived, where dignity is shared, and where the healing of the world quietly, steadily evolves. As we see, we move, we care, we show up. May it be so for us in so many ways.
let us strengthen our intentions together. We go from this place open and aware, ready to notice and to respond. We trust that acts of care matter and that we take each step with quiet courage. Let's show up fully wherever we are and find within ourselves the capacity to move closer, to listen deeply, and to respond with compassion. May we embody our values boldly, knowing connection is real and that our oneness is the starting place for all of justice in action.